those who are blaming President Bola Tinubu for the problem in the PDP, that's People Democratic Party, the main opposition party in Nigeria. Those are also very aggrieved with what is happening in the APC in terms of the appointment and the ongoings in the party. I'm being joined by Honorable Cletus Obun, a member of the APC. He's live with us right here in our Abuja studio. Thanks so much, Honorable. It's good to see you tonight on the program. They blame President Bola Tinubu for the problem in the PDP. There are those who are also blaming him about some of his appointments. Do you feel that there are things that have been done wrongly in your party that the president is responsible for?
Well, there are two things you must have to put in perspective. President Tinubu is different from the presidency. There are two institutions. One at the individual level in which he has to take full responsibility for the irresponsibility of even his own aides and those he had sent on errands, because everybody acting as minister, as DG, as everything, acts on behalf of the president. So he takes what the lawyers might call vicarious responsibility for the irresponsibility of such agents. But that is itself the hallmark and the crux of the matter with leadership. So if you talk about him being responsible for what is happening in APC and PDP, it is only right that he must accept responsibility, whatever it is. But for PDP to turn around and claim that a party that had been in power for 16 years and still have sitting governors, and the magnanimity, the political sagacity of an Asiwaju Bola Tinubu brings in even their members into government. I will tell you something shocking this evening. People are just looking at Wike is in PDP and is in this government. You all forgot that the owner of Bayes University was the running mate. Ahmed Dati is the owner of Bayes University. His vice chancellor was brought from that university to become minister for education. People don't seem to notice that. There are people sitting in this government who have never participated in politics before. What Asiwaju has done is to bring what he perceives to be the best. And since the buck stops on his table, he's taking responsibility for those who are performing and those who are not performing. As for PDP, Labour Party, you just read the case of ADC about leadership. All of them are falling into it because they are not an organized opposition. I will be a very sad person.
Is your party organized?
So organized that on and off the field, during and after elections, APC has shown that it is an organic whole.
So organized that you are unable to produce or organize a NEC meeting against the position of your constitution. That's how organized your party is.
Let me inform you about this. What you don't know about our party, and all constitutions, not just APC constitution, when it empowers you to take an act, it also gives you the opportunity and the leeway to also adjust to the situation. So when you don't hold a NEC meeting, what is the proviso? There's a proviso. Go and read that section of the constitution. When it says you must hold at least once in a quarter, or once in a year, or twice in a year, it also tells you that the National Working Committee takes decisions on behalf, because it works on a daily basis. If you go and check the section of our constitution, it empowers the NWC.
You are quoting your constitution wrongly.
No, please.
Your constitution, just a moment. My assistant.
I know the section you're talking about.
The section of your party's constitution that talks about you organizing a NEC meeting says the NEC meeting shall be held once every quarter. It's different from the provision of your constitution where it says that the NWC will act on behalf of the party and take decision in the interest of the party. It's totally different.
You cannot read it exclusively.
Because there are different positions. There are different provisions. There is a breach. And the earlier your party sees that there is a problem with your political party, and the fact that the media is supposed to hold political institutions and government accountable is the fact that he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Your party cannot say that not conducting NEC meetings meeting as against the position of your party is right. It's a blatant breach of your own constitution.
Let me say this to you.
Yeah.
You make the error of constantly disjunctively reading laws. You cannot, and don't know anywhere on earth where you pick the first page and take it off context to the next section. That is not even the issue here. The question about holding parties accountable, I am one of those. I came from the opposition, so I know, and I do that. Today, as I speak to you, there are issues, not just in my state, but also in my local government. In those issues, we are aware that some political migrants that have infiltrated, who are not used to laws. I remember a senator who joined the party in 2017 in a meeting of the local government, telling us that he had been a federal house member twice for 8 years, was in the Senate for 4 years, was in the assembly, that he has not cited the constitution of PDP. But that here, his ward chairman cites every section of the constitution to him.
So I will not allow you to mislead my viewers on this program on the position of your constitution. I'd like my assistant to bring your party constitution.
We are not disagreeing
your
on that.
Your party is in breach of your constitution.
No.
Do not lump and gaslight our viewers tonight. Your party should realize, and I'm putting to you as a member of your party, that there is a breach. You are supposed to have conducted your NEC meeting. You have failed to do so. That is the problem of your party. And I'm asking you, how do you resolve such a problem that is blatantly causing problem within your party?
Now, let me ask you this, and let me also answer you straight away. When you say I am, first of all, I have maintained that until, in any case, how can a party that is in the condition you are painting it proceed to win 2 off-cycle elections without a NEC meeting? How do we meet? How do we even send people for campaigns?
Because
how do we form committees? How do we form our committees?
You are right.
Under what do you? How do you form your committees? One person.
So you're justifying not constituting or not conducting a NEC meeting as okay.
I'm saying that it is all right with the party because the intent of a NEC meeting is to organize the party to carry out. Because after elections, you are supposed to monitor those you elect into office. That's one of the functions of the party. Now, the next thing to do also is to organize the party in terms of recruitment of parties and political education. All those are outlining the objectives of the party. What we are saying here is that in what way has the non-holding of NEC meeting injured the party? What injury has been occasioned by that fact?
Okay, it's unfortunate that you don't see the problem within your party, but you see the one in other political party. But it's good to remove the speck in your eye.
The self-affliction.
But the problem is that is it a strategy for those who are accusing President Bola Tinubu that is disrupting? They're accusing him of disrupting the PDP structure. Is it a political strategy not to destabilize a main opposition party ahead of a general election? Is that the idea here?
If PDP comes out to say so, it's the worst political confession to ever make. Because you are saying to your opponent, I am a southpaw as a boxer. I use my left hand to box. And you are saying we are going into the ring. In this ring today, nobody should use his left hand because you know that is where my strength is. So if you are saying that we are able to infiltrate PDP and destabilize them, it is part of our duty to do so, just like it is part of their duty to ensure that APC is destabilized. It is part of the duty of other political parties to do so. The destabilization, as long as it is not disruptive to become violent, it is a good weapon to use.
Why it does look like a lot of people are aggrieved about some appointments in your party. And you say that it's a strategy by the president to bring people from other interests. But is causing some kind of disquiet in your party.
Great.
Are you worried about that?
Very worried. Let me tell you why. But I don't agree of recent when I say there are some persons who participated directly in the emergence of a Tinubu presidency. There are others who may not even participate, may not even have shown their finger, but sponsored and funded the party at different levels. Such persons have interest to protect. But it is the most disheartening is that where you have capable hands within the party, qualified hands within the party, it is unfortunate and it is vexatious, it is preposterous that those who contribute and are competent should not be given opportunity to make input and add value to the system. But if you have a man who can add value to the system and is brought in, the kind of sibling contestation that takes place is allowed, but it shouldn't in any way vitiate the decision of the president. I'll give you a perfect example now. Only recently, my friend Daniel Bwala was appointed into this media team of the president. A lot of aura. My friends like Jesu Tega, a few of them, I can name names. The reason is because I'm part of that. I am a founding member, so it pains me if anything is going to disrupt the party. It is vexatious, and they have a right to anger. But that anger should not make the president shift his ground if he knows that the person he's bringing would add value to the system. The mere fact that we have not been in any way compensated, because I can tell you, I mean, you can ask yourself, when we were in the campaigns, we had the campaign committee that is still on till today, and some of them, I said, we're asking ourselves, are they so incompetent they cannot be appointed? But we also ask ourselves, will a Bwala ordinarily, by his own value, not add value to any system? Those are the issues. The moral issue of whether he campaigned for or against us, don't forget that he also campaigned for Aswadu to become a candidate. He only left at the point of the main election. Thereafter, he has done a detour. That becomes a moral burden on him. But as for his competence, gentlemen, but I mean, let us tell ourselves that truth.
The argument, and those who think that the president does not respect a reward system, for those who actively worked with him, is that a situation or is just a strategy? The same way I asked earlier.
It can never be a strategy. If it's a strategy, it's a wrong strategy. Not to reward your foot soldiers, not to reward your own allies. It is a wrong strategy, because it will definitely boomerang.
I mean, there are those who think it's a mafioso technique for you to bring your enemies closer.
No, that mafioso technique in a third world country, in an emerging democracy, in a constitutional democracy of this nature, is too brazen and affront on the loyalty.
Is it tearing your party apart?
It is not and cannot. It can only raise eyebrows. What you are seeing here are genuine agitations, because there must be tendencies within an organization of this nature, especially of a political and partisan nature, such as we have now. They must be. If they are not, it is unusual.
Is there a reward system in your party?
The reward system is very poor. It is, but it is very poor. I have said this on your program before, that APC has the worst reward system under Buhari, and today we are seeing the repeat, because we believe that we have competence, we have people here. Our reward system is very poor, because a man walks like an elephant and eats like an ant. That is not correct. It's not a good reward system.
More outsiders are benefiting from the system.
I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Look at Cross River, for example. It was the only APC state in South Nigeria. And thereafter, it got 2 ministers. Less than a year after, we are only having a minister of state. Does that show a good reward system? Is that how to reward a governor like Cross River, who has been made chairman of all the up-cycle elections and has delivered on all?
Did you deliver your states for the president?
Yes, we got 38% instead of 25. We are looking for 25. We got 38 for the first time, for the second time in our history.
As an
under APC.
Outright win, or you just got a percentage of votes for him?
Yes, we got good votes for him.
But you did not win for him.
We win. What else do you call winning? If you have 25, you need 25. But if you don't get 25%, will you win? Will you count Cross River? Or will you count Cross River one of the 36 states you got to third? It must be. That is the contribution we are talking about. Those who couldn't make 25%, but I mean, there are certain appointments that have been made here, and we are telling you.
So would you say that the president is treading on a dangerous political path?
I am sure that he has enough time to retrace his steps on this matter, because certain attempts are being made to mislead him into thinking that those who he used in 2020 may not be useful to him in 2027. That is a wrong-headed, suicidal political mission to ever attempt.
So 2027 is going to be a disaster if it goes in this direction.
If this direction of not rewarding those who worked, even their prayers alone will affect him. Yes, even their prayers alone, just need and say.
And the law of karma might just naturally.
Karma is real. Karma is real. But I see that this president, I must tell you and give this to him. In the last 1 year, on 3 separate occasions, we had to confront him on this matter of wrong appointment, and he had reversed himself. I can give you 3 classic examples. The first one was Niger Delta, Ogun State, and Cross River were affected. We screamed, Blue Mother, that our opponents were being given those positions.
And the River Basin appointment to he reversed this.
He reversed it. Then it came to the issue of the board of governing councils. We raised it here, and he reversed himself. So this president listens. That is the high point for him, and I think
there are those who see that as a flip-flop.
No,
and it doesn't look like there are those who are around him. They are embarrassing the president. That's how they're describing it.
No. If you see a gap, I mean, imagine your own family of 3 children and a wife, and they walk into your kitchen and pick biscuits and pick all kinds of things, and you say, where were you as a father? You won't go to farm, you won't go to work, you say that to watch children going to pick biscuits from the cupboard. I think that Nigeria and the country is far too large to be calling the governors, the government, and especially the president's firmness and fairness and listening ear and take it for weakness.
How can the president reverse this? How can he fix it actually?
I have told you what to do. First, the party must be involved. Because there are certain people in the party around him who participated with us throughout the campaigns, and therefore they know each state who to contact. In states where you have the governors, they should be brought in. There is no way you can have a governor who does not know what is happening in his state and who should be where. Because one of the best hands for Nigeria and the best hands in the states. You cannot continue to lump people down and then shut them down, and then at the end of it, you expect them to come and perform magic on election day. It's not all about election. It's also about performance.
It doesn't look like you are happy too. Honorable Cletus Obun, thank you so much indeed.
God bless Nigeria, and may the soul of Dr. Joseph Boya, the late Senate President, please rest in peace. I am very sad on that account because we are burying him next week. Tomorrow we are going for the church service. I would like that Nigerians should pray for the repose of his soul and come to celebrate him at Calabar Stadium on the 28th, Wednesday next week.
You're doing an advertisement. We love Joseph Wires, and our heart goes out to the late Senate President. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching tonight. I'm Sean Kimaloe. God bless Nigeria.